Good evening, everyone. How are you? This is Jamal Burt, CEO of EBO Educational Services, and I'm about to see what I can do with this live stuff. At least try to talk to the crowds out here, talk to people out here about improving your child's performance in school, improving what you can do as a parent when you have a child that you want get going in an academic direction or something like that. I've been stalling on doing this for a while, but I've decided, hey, it's time to just let the world know, let people know exactly what it is that needs to be done. There's a lot of children out here that need help and parents that need help. So, it's time to get some tips. So I'm going to try to do this on a regular basis, maybe, once a week if I can. Monday nights are good for me. Tuesday nights are good for me too, but Monday nights around 9 o'clock, because that's when I get off the clock here at tutoring, and I can, give y'all my time and kind of give y'all some things that you can do to help advance your child academically. So, how y'all doing? Good to have y'all here. Hopefully you're watching. If you don't watch this, at least I can post it up, and some of y'all can give some comments, and ask as many questions, make as many comments as you want, and I'll do my best that I can to, give you some feedback. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is raising a college-bound student, being college-bound. And there's a lot of students and parents out here who kind of, start high school or even 8th grade and don't know exactly what kind of steps or things they're going to need to make sure that their child is college ready and on the college path, to being accepted to a college and stuff. And so let me give you some of the tips that I've given to other students and parents to help them, cope and navigate that kind of wild terrain called, studenthood, especially in high school. All right. So the first thing that you need to understand, there's actually 4 points I'm going to give you, 4 points. And the first point is going to be about SAT, ACT scores. Absolutely. That's going to be one thing college is going to look at to know where you need to go to get to school, as far as what you need to have together. Before you can get to school. The second thing is the transcript, the grades you get in school, what they mean, what's relevant about them. And this is just general information. If you need more specific information, I actually have some notes. It says links for notes here on my thing. So if you want to look at where, actually it's over there. There it is. All right, links for notes up there. Go in there and get the links for notes, and this kind of help you. So again, SAT, ACT scores, focusing on your transcript, getting those grades together. Extracurricular activities. That's another thing that's important for your child if you want them to be a college-bound student. And then another thing that your child needs to really focus on is community service, getting involved in community. And I'm going to give some, details about this as I speak. Now, first, share this. Oh yeah, also share this, please, because there's a lot of parents who want this information, and there's parents who come to me on a daily basis to know what it is I'm giving to these students that gets them ready, and what it is that I'm giving to parents that gets their child ready so that they can, go to that next level. All right, so the first thing, if you want a college-bound student, is to concentrate on that big old test they got to take at the end of their college career, which is called the SATs or the ACTs, depending on where you are, or either both. Now, a lot of parents ask me, what kind of scores is my child going to need? And I'm like, well, it's not about really, your score. You want to try to get them up in the 20s somewhere for the ACT. And for the SATs, you want to kind of get them over 1,500 at some time. Or actually, not 1,500. Wow, excuse me. You want to kind of get them over 1,000. All right, 1,000, 1,100 is a good place to start. Please, I beg you, parents, do not wait until your child is in the 11th or 12th grade to start preparing for these tests. That is a big no-no. I know a lot of guidance counselors say, oh, they need to worry about other stuff. No. Listen, I have children coming here to this center who are at least in 8th grade, 9th grade, and that's when they start to go and get test prep from me, or other places to get test prep, or with tutors and stuff. We have an excellent test prep program here. And I've got kids who are in the 8th grade, 9th grade, trying to prepare for this test. Why? Because the more you take these tests, the more shots you make at that basket, the higher percentage it is you're going to get a swish. And so it's like, you got to understand, start them at 8th grade. They may test horribly, but that lets them get the test experience under their belt. And then they're able to kind of take those scores, and it's like a diagnostic. Now they can see what their strengths and weaknesses are on the test, and then they can come back the next time. They offer these tests almost once a month. You can take it as many times as you want. So if your child starts in the 8th grade, and say by the time they're from 8th grade, from the time they get to 11th grade, they've taken this test like 8 times, they're pros at it by that time. And they'll be able to get those scores, and blow them out the water. So don't wait. Do not wait. for your child to take these tests or get prepped for it. Test prep is important because even though your child may be an A+ student or even an honor roll student, a lot of the ways the questions are on the test are asked in a way where even the smartest students fold. They mess up because it's math, it's English, but it's asked in a way that they're not used to or they don't recognize. So test prep kind of gives them the strategies they need in order to navigate the questions to apply the skills that they learned in school on it. So please, test prep's important, and not waiting. Have them take it as many times. I took it when I was in New Jersey, where I'm from. I took it 4 times. Okay, I took it freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. And by the time I got to senior year, I was good. I had my tests right, I had my scores right, and I was able to go on to college and do well. So please, just do not wait to take these tests. Okay, the second thing is focus on the transcript. Focus on the transcript. That means by the time students get to high school, do not, and I repeat, do not let your child slack. Okay, they get to high school. I know 9th grade is a little tough. It's a transitional year, but just make sure that your child is on point. And if your child did slip 9th grade year or 10th grade year, do whatever you got to do to recover those credits. You know what I'm saying? And if your child did mess up in the 9th grade year and 10th grade year, say they just messed up, it's not too late. A lot of times what happens is schools will look at the transcript and say, oh, well, they messed up 9th grade, 10th grade year, but look at that 11th. They got it together. They got their act together. They pulled them grades up. And by 12th grade year, look at this. This child is now getting A's and B's and stuff. It shows that your child can improve and that they learned, that their learning curve went up and up and up, so that when they're coming into college, they learn their lesson and they're ready to roll and run. So by all means, a bad transcript early on for all y'all parents out there that got a child who is in 10th grade or 11th grade, and they messed up real bad, it's not too late to fix that. What you want to do is you want to get them a tutor to help them pull them grades up, or just get them ways to study, or teach them study skills. And I'm going to have a whole, series on study skills that I'm going to talk to y'all parents about, so that you can kind of reinforce how important studying is and some good, good tips about studying. Okay. Also, honors and AP classes matter, because those are kind of like the classes where at the bottom of the list, if your application's at the bottom, say for instance, and then you show that you got, you have some honors and AP classes on your transcript, then the colleges kind of take those and put them at the top. Okay, we're going to look at these first because these are the overachieving students. These are the ones that are really working hard. So if your child has the chance to take AP and honors classes, let them take it. Well, it may be too hard. I don't want to, mess my grade up. And then listen, they look at those and they're like, hey, I know that the grade was hard and stuff like that, but you did decent in the class. It means you challenge yourself and you're not afraid of a challenge. By all means, use those and put those on the transcript. Get some honors and AP classes if you can. Again, tutors can help with that if your child struggles a lot. All right. The third thing is extracurricular activities. Those are so important. Extracurricular activities are so important, for a child going to college, because colleges want a well-rounded individual. They want to see that you didn't just focus on school stuff. You did other things in school, and therefore, you have other skills and talents that you can bring to the table. It shows off your time management skills. The fact that your child was able to go to school, handle their grades, and do activities shows that, okay, this kid can manage their time and still produce and still create and still be a good student. So that's an awesome thing for extracurricular activities, Also, they show off your school spirit. If you're involved in even as cheerleading, or if you're involved in sports and stuff like that, it shows that you have spirit for your school. And so, yeah, if you rep that hard in high school, that means you're probably going to rep that hard in college. And, colleges always want to be repped. That's awesome. So the fact that you did something in there, in high school that's repping your school, it shows that you're going to bring that there. And I will say this, I don't recommend it all the time, but sometimes having a job on top of all that, if your child is in 11th, 12th grade and they want their own little money, get them to get a job and stuff, get a job. That's cool. If you can have a job, do an extracurricular activity, and keep your grades up, college is like, man, this child can handle the pressures and they can still do what they got to do. That's a good look. So it's okay for your child to have a job if they can handle it. Okay, but get them grades up first, do some extracurricular activities. And if they have a job, they can handle a job, do it, because it looks great for colleges. The last big more important point that I want to make for your child, if you want to get them to being college bound, is community service. This one's often overlooked, but there's many schools that require it for graduation. Please do some community service. Get community service, okay? Because what happens is they see that you understand that giving back is important, right? It shows that you're unselfish. People who do community service understand the importance of giving back. Therefore, when you leave that school, you may be one of those alumni might just give back to the school because you understand the relevance and the importance of it. But not only that, you can find community service opportunities at church. You can find them doing mentoring. If you see a young child in your neighborhood that needs some help or guidance, that can be part of you needing, getting some community service. Tutoring young children, tutoring children that need help in school. You can go to any school and find kids that need help. Go tutor. That counts as community service. Mission trips. If your school does mission trips, a lot of them do. If not, go to your church and find mission trips. But find some mission trips to go on if you can, and that shows that you're giving back. Work at food banks. Go work at, during the holiday season, go and feed hungry. Do something, but do something that you can log community service hours in. Make sure you put that in your college, wherever you send it to college, and so that you do that, and they're going to really understand, man, this child is really, they're super well-rounded. So basically, the 4 things that I want you to understand are: 1, focus on getting them SAT, ACT scores by doing a lot of practice and getting some prep. 2, focus on getting your transcript right. If you mess it up at first, with the kid that messed up in 9th and 10th grade, work hard to get them to get that 11th grade and 12th grade scores up, and that's important. Honors and AP classes matter when it comes to a transcript. They really do, because colleges will look at that and, move your stuff from the bottom list to the top most of the time. All right, they use that to kind of assess what kind of students you are, your transcript. The 3rd thing was extracurricular activities. They want a well-rounded individual. They want to show off your time management skills, okay? They want you to show that off by having different activities and managing that right. It shows off your school spirit, and when the school sees that you had school spirit in high school, you know what I'm saying, in college, it'll translate into college, and holding down a job. If you can hold down a job and manage it, it looks really good to colleges too as well. Community service is number 4, the last of the big 4. You have to give back. You have to show schools that you can give back, that you have a generous spirit, a kind spirit, or, that you're unselfish with your time, because it shows that you'll also want to volunteer at the school, and it shows that you may even give back when you graduate and become an alumni, that you'll still be active in spreading a good reputation for the school. They want to know that you're a good investment. So those are the being college bound. Again, if you want to rehash all the things I just went over, you can go over here to this site right here. Go to this link right here, and just click on the link, and you can download all the notes that I just gave you about being college bound. EBO is a place that what we do is we bring kids here. We're a tutoring test prep company, and we bring kids here, and we tutor them, we mentor them, and we kind of get them to understand their worth as a student, and how important it is, and how to get to that next level as a student. So by all means, comment, ask me some questions when I'm on here. I'll be back next week, same time, around 9 o'clock on a Monday. So come and hit me back up. I got some more topics to talk about. We're going to talk about study tips. We're going to talk about how devices can get in the way, but can also help a student. We're going to talk about behavior issues and what to do about those kind of things in school. And I'm talking about the parents' end. Why is school relevant? Why are some of these subjects relevant, like algebra and history, and think, why do I need to know this? I ain't going to use this when I go. Yes, you are. You're going to use them. And if you're not going to use them, I'll tell you why it's still important. Work ethic and the value of work ethic. Anyway, I have all these things we're going to talk about. So please come back on Monday nights, 9 o'clock. Come, and I'll be here, and we can talk about anything. Chat it up with me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you got. Y'all take care. God bless y'all, and thank you for spending time with me. And never forget, learn and grow with EBO. You come here, you learn and grow. All right, y'all take care, and God bless you.